Hello everybody, PlanetWalls here. This is the first Spelunky I've recorded in some time because I had such an impressive backlog that I had to post those episodes from the backlog. That's what I was trying to say. I'm with Becky today. Mm-hmm. She says mm-hmm. And this is the 11/14, November 14th, daily challenge.
I can't believe it's 11/14 already.
I know. That's what you said in the previous one you were on. Who should I play?
It's because
Becula.
in literally 11 days, I will be old.
I'm gonna be Meat Boy because you love Meat Boy.
I like Meat Boy.
He's got abs on his back.
That's
what he kind of looks like anyway. Alright, so daily challenge. It's not as exciting to find a free crate like this right at the beginning because everybody got it. Oh my god. Though not everybody would use that shit. I think I'm going to come back up and use the teleporter. And I'm going to toss that dog down there. Alright. I will get the teleporter. I will use it sparingly.
Because last time you fucked up.
It's very easy to kill yourself with this. The way it works is it sends you 4 to 8 squares in the direction that you have pressed the joystick. And if you end up in a solid object, it checks 3 squares upward and places you there. So that means if 3 squares upward is in a solid object, you're out of luck and you're dead. But you can also use this sometimes to telefrag like shopkeepers who are sitting in a spot that you know is within 3 squares upward of a solid wall, because that's the only place that the teleporter can put you. So there's really no reason to use it unless absolutely necessary. I should have used it there.
What's that game you used to play in college? That sang do 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 do
do do do do do do do. Super Smash Brothers.
You and I should play Super Smash Brothers together.
We would need to find an emulator of some kind.
Because I'll be honest, I used to beat people just by pressing random buttons, even with people who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I would just be like rolling my hand over it, like with my knuckles, like you would a piano when you didn't know.
Oh yeah, fighting games are notorious for button mashing being a thing.
And I wouldn't even know what I was doing, and I'd be like kicking some guy's ass, and I'd be like, awesome, I just won.
You want to know an idea that someone came up with? You'd actually really like it. Someone suggested, I don't remember who it was at this point, but they said, why not have Becky go back and try to play Half-Life 2 on camera?
I think I said that originally.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it was you.
Or it could have been somebody else reaffirming.
Should I try to do this here?
I don't know. Whoop! Half-Life 2 was, a scary experience for me.
Yeah, you played like the first tutorial style mission. It was like me with it. We're not taking this. Sorry guys. There is no way for me to make it in a dark level without the friggin' torch and carrying around that asinine teleporter.
I want you to do teleporter.
Of course. God damn it. Did that firefly get caught in the web?
Yep.
Oh, what a fucker.
Look, there's the spider.
I definitely see the spider. When the spider falls, it's gonna crush the... God.
What are you gonna
This
do?
is asinine. We're gonna have to say, fuck that. Everything is terrible.
Did you die?
No, I accidentally hit the back button, but to translate everything that happened was the firefly ruined the web, so the bomb fell, it hit the idol, and now a boulder is going to fall and ruin the altar. And Get up! Get up! Ah! And we have no torch. And it ruined the idol. Oh my god.
She seems
or the altar.
Very angry with you.
Well, yeah, Kali's gonna be fucking pissed. Holy fuck.
I will show you no mercy.
You talking about Khaleesi?
No.
God damn it, folks.
Or is it I shall show you no mercy?
I don't know, but I'm down to 3. That's not horrible, but I can't see shit. Oh man, and the altar is totally ruined. I can't sacrifice a dog on it. Is like the Ujedi in this level too? I'm glad that this spectacular failure was at least on camera. Mm-hmm. There's the boulder right there. Yeah. It didn't ruin the shop though, so the shopkeeper isn't mad at me. But I could make that happen.
I'm going through Game of Thrones withdrawal.
Are you?
Yeah, I really am. I need to like rewatch season 3. So I don't feel so. I mean, it doesn't premiere again in March, right?
Right.
November, 4 months. Yeah, that seems about right.
What do you mean about right?
I mean, it seems like 4 months prior to it premiering.
Should be the amount of time you could withdraw.
Yeah. You know, it's like the half-life is kind of past, and now
Yeah.
it's like...
I'm not getting that gold, by the way, because I'd have to use a rope there. Wait, maybe I wouldn't.
I hope Season 4 is better kind of than Season 3.
Yeah, I was able to shotgun jump.
Not that Season 3 was bad, per se.
Just wasn't the best.
It wasn't as good as Season 2, that's for sure.
Wasn't as good as Season 1.
Mm-mm.
It was?
Season 2 was way better than Season 1.
Well, but Season 3 was worse than Season 1. Okay, enough about God.
No.
Okay, keep talking about it.
There's never enough about God.
Okay, so we're still alive, shockingly, but we've lost quite a bit, I think.
Yep.
We have, for instance, 2 health.
Mm-hmm.
We did not pick up the paste when we had an opportunity to do so.
Mm-hmm. Was that intentional?
No, that was not intentional.
I see.
And we ruined an altar instead of getting an item from it. So all of that sucked. I would say we are definitely on a backpedal now. And I didn't get the idol from the last level to even pick up the 5,000 I accidentally tried to take from Kali in the Indiana Jones style boulder trap. So there's that too.
Yeah.
Okay, at least the Ujedi is here and we didn't miss it. But there's a fucker down there. Let's throw that in a inconvenient place. An inconvenient truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hit that man. Oh my god! He just, like, came up there and then he decided to go. Okay, that's fine.
Was considered a terrorist, so...
Ah! Alright. Those guys hopefully will kill each other, but, you know, can't be sure of everything in this modern workaday world.
Okay.
Whoa, one guy's dead. Okay, that's really what we wanted to see.
Okay.
There, we shot that snake with a single stray bullet.
I'm so exhausted.
Are you?
Yeah, I really am.
Oh, God. Yeah! Alright, we took care of those angry men who were angry at me because I stole things from them, so, you know, in some ways you can't really blame them. And that was pretty effective. I could have just lost the game right there, but I didn't. So you guys are all proud of me? Mm-hmm. Oh my god! Okay, just stay calm.
Right.
Okay, I could have done that in a way that, didn't use a rope, but I elected to do it in a way that did use a rope, so that I didn't die. Now, what's gonna happen here? Uh-huh. That's a powder keg. You see it?
It's across. It's on it.
Okay.
I think I'm done with my soup.
You're done with your soup?
You can move the microwave.
Should I go up there and try to get that?
The microphone around.
Okay. Let's get that. I'm gonna move the microphone. Sorry for the noise. That's the noise the microphone makes when it gets moved.
Right.
It goes woo. All right. So we're still alive. We have the Ujedi. That snake jumped. There's another idol on this level, as if to say, "Hey, AJ, fuck you." So we got that in front of us.
Did you have class today?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I had class.
Okay.
What do you think? Were you trying to say I seemed lazy?
No, I was just curious.
Was it that I seemed manic?
No, yeah.
Abnormally manic?
Well, a little bit.
I got to talk about Descartes and Kant today. 2 of my favorites. So maybe that explains why I'm so happy.
I met a girl who was in history of science, and I was like, what are you studying? She was like, vivisections.
That's awesome.
And I was like, cool. And I was like Descartes? And she was like, a little later. Like...
She's like, I study Agrippa and Johann Weyer.
Well, she was like, more like 18th century. And I was like...
Oh, wow.
I was like...
Oh, she studies later than... I see.
I was like, okay. Cool. Neat.
That was stupid. I could have pushed that brick. Oh, well. Probably not a big deal in the end. That sounds neat.
Yeah.
Undergrad? Grad student?
Grad student.
Cool.
Who knew you could study something so
I
pertinent
did.
and relevant?
I did.
Yes, so did
I
I.
did that.
Yes, so did I.
Oh, it was a rhetorical question. Alright, so how do we deal with this guy? This guy isn't going to kill himself. We don't really have much space to throw bombs. I guess we blew up that other man. Oh. Let's try it now.
That was bad. Bad timing.
Damn it.
Bad timing. What are you doing?
That was
There
good
you go,
timing.
there you
okay,
go.
we wasted a lot of
But
bombs
you wasted it.
I know. So now the next question is, can I possibly ghost this vault? It will take a rope, several bombs, a lot of luck. Oh god, it's really tempting.
I don't know. I don't know if you should
Oh,
do
there's
that.
already a diamond in there.
Oh. But then it won't do it.
I left. I could have gotten the idol. I guess I should have done that. Maybe it would have bouldered that guy.
Maybe.
I skipped a lot of idols. I know we're partially shooting the slave who's our friend, but...
You're gonna pay for your crimes.
I know. Hopefully... Yeah, this guy already paid for our crimes. We can take his body and throw it over there. Hopefully it didn't end up in that flower.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. There's a vault guy here. We're getting this vault.
So should I tell people how I'm gonna learn this weekend how to defend myself against knives?
Yeah. Do it.
That's about it.
Learning how to defend yourself against knives.
I'm taking a self-defense course that teaches me how to defend myself against knives.
And it's awesome.
Well, there have been like 3 stabbings where we live. And I was like, okay. And you have to take this like self-defense course that is sort of teach you basic self-defense. Though it's pretty
nuts.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Like the course is far more intense than I would have ever thought that it would be. I don't even know how to explain it.
Oh, and in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I should establish this.
Okay.
I'm actually going to wait up here to ghost this thing.
Right.
And I think the best thing to do is to put a rope here.
Right.
And then to put a rope here, let's say. And so the ghost will come. I will walk over that way. I will loop around, and we'll pick up this stuff.
Okay.
And then I'll have to make it through the rest of the level with the ghost following me.
Okay.
But I think I can handle it. There is a shopkeeper at the very end that I'll have to deal with. You're looking nervous. So go on.
No, okay.
I want to hear about your experience.
Oh, well, it's much more intense. I don't know if anybody's heard of model mugging, which is,
I haven't.
It's basically where, like, you sort of play characters and you, I mean, not play, like, D&D, you know, LARPing kind of thing, but, like...
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's not that. It's like you're sort of put in these, like, real situations where they seem very real. And, what are you doing?
Just he's dancing. Meat Boy's listening to you and he's excited. He's nodding his head.
Oh, okay. Well, they put you in these real life scenarios and they're absolutely terrifying. Like, terrifying. Like, terrifying. And, they teach you how to get out of them. But, it doesn't really matter because, like, your adrenaline is surging so high, that it's really hard to manage. And you're supposed to be managing your adrenaline at the same time that you're fighting. And they teach you really, like, easy targets. Like, basically your head, the groin.
All the good parts, really.
The head, the groin, the eyes. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So you do eye strikes and kick him in the head and kick him in the
Pretty
groin.
much all the stuff you would think to do to a man, you're supposed to do to the man.
But they teach you specific techniques in terms of, like, different grapples or, you know, positions that you would find yourself in. But the worst part about it is that they say these really horrific...
Oh, God! Sorry.
Oh, God.
They don't talk like that. They talk worse than that.
They talk worse than that. Like, some of the most vile language I have ever heard.
What the?
Ever.
I'm dead!
Oh. Oh, you sucked there.
I know.
What's the leaderboard say?
Let's see what the leaderboard says. It says I'm 50th. Oh, Connor, you got 0?
You probably but that's okay.
That's the worst score someone could get.
But he probably just,
Or maybe he just started playing and it just counts him as 0.
Or maybe he was just like, fuck this today. I don't really feel like
Maybe his character was just like, I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna end up like AJ's character anyway. Dead in the jungle.
Maybe.
Might as well die in the mines.
Maybe. Or maybe he just had something else to do. Maybe he was like,
I don't fathom that.
dinner's ready, Connor.
Oh, did your mom make you turn it off?
And then she was like, oh God, dinner or Spelunky? And then, he was like, whatever, I'm sacrificing the leaderboard.
Okay, I'm gonna do no gold runs, by the way.
Okay.
We're gonna get it this time, I'm feeling it.
So the self-defense class was like intense.
Yeah. I should say real quick, the reason I even went back that way was to put bodies on the altar and restore my favor with Kali.
Right.
So that's what I was doing. Sorry for the confusion, anybody.
Right.
It was agreed play. But go on. I want to hear.
I don't know if I should share details.
Well,
share
whatever details you want to share.
It's pretty crazy.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Like, if you've ever had duct tape on your mouth in order to simulate like a real assault.
I haven't, now that you mention it.
You haven't? Well, I have. And hands bound and whatever, and having to get yourself out of a situation in almost this Houdini-like fashion.
Yeah.
As somebody screaming at you. It's pretty intense. But now I know that I could like kick any guy's ass, which is pretty powerful.
Yeah. Certainly mine.
Yeah, actually, I probably could. I could get somebody who's choking me off of me. I could get somebody who
I just picked up gold.
is trying to do some sort of horrible, terrible thing that I don't even talk about on
it's all
YouTube.
game now.
All of it. I could just bust my way out, so long as I didn't have a weapon, right? So they put this
bladed weapon.
So now they put these weapon classes on there, and you're like, huh. And they did it like the week after this other like weekend course, and you're already kind of traumatized by this first weekend course, and you're like, well, what if they do have a knife? Which is interesting because again, like there have been multiple stabbings around here.
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe it's not a bad idea to continue with this course, and so I decided to do so. But I'm not promising that I won't just be like huddled in a corner by the time next week occurs.
Wow, what an asshole this game is. Another teleporter?
Yeah. Woo. Exciting.
Fuck! I just got... Maybe let's just try to do a teleporter run. I just changed the rules.
Okay.
We'll try to do a regular teleporter run.
Jesus.
It's okay. We can do that. We're still on the first level, if I remember.
Right. So it still counts. It
Yeah.
still counts.
It's now we're doing a gold...
Well...
I just tried to pick up the pot, not the teleporter. Alright, let's try that again.
That was fun.
It was. See, that's what'll happen if you use the teleporter.
Yeah.
It'll punish you.
Right.
You're not supposed to do things like that. That science... No man was meant to do that. Kind of like whipping an arrow trap. No man was meant to do that. Only a meat boy. Sorry, go on.
I think that's what Mary Shelley was trying to get at. Maybe the book was more complex.
I think it was more complex,
I think
but that's some of it.
I think it was more complex too, but I don't think you read it that way.
Me?
Just one. I don't think
You don't think you were supposed to?
The class. I don't think
Frankenstein
the class.
we're talking about?
Yeah, I don't think the class actually read it.
Yeah.
Any more complex way.
What the fuck?
It was
My
like
guy spun.
you might not want to mess with science. And that was about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was about like arrogance and pride in science, at least.
At least.
I guess like Lovecraft picks that up, but and whoever makes Amnesia picked that up, I guess.
For all of you who hate Amnesia and AJ playing Amnesia, I totally agree.
Becky hates Amnesia.
Well, I just think you just don't have the personality to
I know.
play it.
Well, some other people have commented on this, and they've been like,
You're not fun to watch.
It's not boring to watch him. It's just different. But I think what they really mean is
it's boring.
It's boring to watch him.
It is, because like you're so unfazed by things except things that jump out at you, kind of.
Yeah.
That like it's just watching a mystery sort of plot.
Science theater.
That's atmospheric. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's not fun. Like you're just like, okay, this thing's happening to me, and I guess I'll go in here. Oh, here's a mummy. The most fun is like you're like I can see his thong.
Well, the mummy's thong was a higher point of the run so far. I'm almost done, I think. And then I'll be playing either some FTL. Somebody mentioned Dark Souls, which has an insane difficulty curve. If my computer can handle that shit, I'll run it, and I'll have some serious fun dying like a lunatic.
I think you should do that.
I'll try that.
If you scream, it's always good.
Oh my god, I've had something on my teeth this whole night, and you didn't tell me?
I don't know. I don't care. It's not like we're going out. We're sitting here playing Spelunky.
Yeah, but everybody can see me in my soul.
Okay.
You guys can... It's embarrassing to have something in your teeth.
No.
Look, I can throw him in a straight line. Alright. Mythos of Feces. Recent news on Magic Online is that all of the daily events have been canceled until further notice, which, who knows when that'll happen.
What does that mean about wizards?
What do you mean? What does it mean about wizards?
Like, what are they trying to accomplish with that?
We don't know. There were some problems in the past week or... Oh, that was...
I saw that
very
coming
silly.
from a mile away. I didn't understand why you did that. Why are you doing this? This is dumb.
That was smart.
Okay,
You see
that...
what I did there?
Yeah, that was smart, but...
But you're saying most of it wasn't.
What? Well, I
I hope that doesn't kill the dog. Good. He just didn't even notice.
Good. Like most of my dogs.
Yeah. We'll go down this way. Alright. But what does it mean? They had trouble firing or keeping up several tournaments. Basically, a bunch of important tournaments happened, and they crashed. And so there must be some sort of systemic error going on right now that they can't...
That's bad news.
Yeah, and so they, rather than have big events keep crashing, they'd rather cut their losses. But it's just not... It's not very happy to me. Can I...
It's not happy... What? I don't understand why you keep...
I wanted to get in there and get the bombs.
Quit!
Well,
You can't contend with the spider. It's just, I think you
don't tell me what I can and can't do.
I think you just need to deal with the fact that that is not something that is your forte.
No man was meant to deal with such a spider.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't do everything or do anything.
My parents told me I could do anything I wanted to do.
Your parents were wrong.
No.
No, your parents were wrong.
I'm gonna crush that gold.
Okay, good.
And that snake. Oops, I left the dog in a thing.
You really can't do everything you want to do.
I-
First of all, they're the finite constrictions of space and time.
No.
Yes.
I'm like Alexander from Amnesia.
And second...
I'm maybe a minor deity.
And I hate when
And
parents...
for some reason, all the future technology or magical technology that Alexander knows, for its fuel it involves torturing innocent people. Can you tell me what kind of contrived sci-fi premise that is? That's bullshit.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I just hate when parents are like, you can do anything you want.
I love it.
I don't...
My parents told me that all the time, so I love it.
You can do it. You can do anything. But that's so
They
clear...
told me I could be an astronaut.
That's great. I'm
And
telling
then
you.
I found out that I get motion sick in a car,
But
like
see,
all good
that's
Woody
what I-
Allen
that's what I'm
people,
trying- that's what
and
I'm
as a
trying-
result, I can't.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that that's not true.
It's still
Like,
true.
no, it's not.
It's true. I
No,
can do whatever I want.
no, like, I couldn't be a pilot because I'm nearsighted. Like, there's just... It's not true.
It's true, though. The difference is that it's true.
No, they don't keep you believing in Santa Claus forever. Why the hell would they lie to you about this?
Fucking gold. Fucking motherfucker.
I'm all for having a child and being like, look,
There are things you
trying
can and can't do in this world.
trying is really hard. I'm sorry, trying and making an effort is really important. It's probably one of the most important things that you can do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you'll find that you'll have capacities and things that you like doing and things that you're not so good at, and you can work at the things that you're not good at if you like them.
And you can do anything you
And you
want
could probably
to
do
for
better.
your profession.
You'll probably do better.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
even be a scuba diver.
And typically if you want to do it, you'll be good at it.
Yes, especially if it's not scuba diving, but even if it is, maybe.
But there is no such thing as magical thinking in such a way that you think that you'll never die. So you can't really do everything.
You'll never die.
Right.
You'll never die.
I don't think I would tell like a 4-year-old that. But
Well, I mean, I'm just repeating things that my parents told me.
well, I'm glad you're healthy and well balanced.
You'll never die.
That's what they said.
No, that never happened. But
Sure, they're afraid of talking about death.
I don't understand this. At what point does someone become aware of death where they weren't before? I'm pretty sure I was always aware of death.
No,
I was.
No, typically...
I was an advanced child.
Okay. Typically, I think the age that children become aware death is permanent is like 7 or 8.
What do they think before that? That people are just sleeping?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Or that they'll come back. This is actually a problem that was cited in... There was this HBO documentary that I was watching. And there's a problem that was cited about... there's been an increase in childhood suicide. I'm not really sure what causes it.
What are they doing? Like jumping in front of trains?
Yeah. Or hanging themselves or something along those lines.
Wow, that's pretty elaborate for a 7-year-old.
You have no idea.
I didn't even know that would have worked when I was a kid.
It was a pretty graphic documentary, actually. And, like... It wasn't really well done, but the stories were shocking in some respects. And,
the important part of a documentary is that it be shocking.
I mean, well, I just didn't know that childhood suicide was really that common.
Yeah.
But apparently it's increased quite a bit. But what they think is actually the case with children is that because they don't have a sense of the permanence of death, therefore, I mean, we're not talking
why has children's suicide gone up?
We're not talking
Shouldn't
about...
have always been high?
I don't know. We're not talking about prepubescent, like, you know, 10 or 11. We're talking about,
that
like, young...
That dirty to me.
Okay, we're talking about, like, young children. Like...
like 2?
Like 8.
Oh.
7.
I thought you said that at ages 7 or 8, they know that death is permanent.
Maybe 6. But the issue is...
Maybe they're just getting accustomed to the soul-crushing life they're gonna live, and they just don't want to be a part of it.
No, but one of the explanations is they don't understand, like, that they're not gonna come back. And so, if it's used as a type of revenge or something along those lines, then it's problematic.
I guess you wouldn't leave a note if you thought you were gonna come back. Unless, like, you were just leaving a note because you went to go get groceries.
Which they often don't, actually.
Right.
It's really fascinating.
Interesting.
And, like, I don't know. I mean... Like, I don't know why it wasn't always the case that they could think magically. I don't really... I mean, I know they can't. It's magical. It's called magical thinking. It's where, like, basically they haven't gone through,
By the way, guys, Connor, Santa Claus, your parents are going to need to have a talk with you about that. That's what Becky's talking about with magical thinking.
Yeah. The point being, you don't really know the bounds of reality quite yet.
Yeah.
That, I mean, but makes you more creative. Unless you...
Are you saying people who believe in Santa Claus are more creative than people who don't?
I'm saying children, by and large, oftentimes aren't hindered by the ideology that we accept.
Uh-oh. This is an interesting dilemma.
Huh.
Huh.
Shall I let you think?
I don't know what happens if I use that freeze ray. If I'm in a store. I think he immediately kills me. Oh, he can't get through!
Good.
Ah ha ha! Boop, boop, boop!
Good.
Thanks, Omar, in your specialty shop.
Sorry, that was quite depressing. But
let's talk about more positive things like child suicide. Let's talk about suicide.
And also my self-defense course that was, like, horrible.
How does B get down here?
Actually, it wasn't horrible. I'm sure it was great.
Fuck you.
I'm sure if anybody ever tries to, like...
You would recommend it, it's just not pleasant.
If somebody ever tries to, like, get me in a van,
yeah,
they're gonna be in big trouble, and they'll probably choose someone else, which is not good either, but, you know, it's not me.
Ooh, we could... It was like fucking slow motion. I just jumped right onto a fucking gold bar.
That wasn't slow motion. I saw it just as fast as it happened.
It felt like slow motion inside my head.
Okay.
Let's go to this fancy werewolf level and make a magic happen.
Let's talk about our happy... Let's talk about happy things.
Okay.
Like, Sorry, I just came out of my class on psychoanalysis, and we were talking about, like...
What were the happy things you want to discuss?
No, I mean, we never talk about anything happy. It's always something pathological.
Oh, you mean in your class? The
class. Yeah, the class that I was like... What topic should we do at the end of the semester, right before Christmas? And we're like, let's do suicide. And I was just like, oh my god.
So that's why you talked about babies killing themselves? Oh my god. Fuck that guy.
No, that was another documentary that I watched, kind of like to, I guess, prep, and also because it looked interesting. But it was kind of I was like, well, that's really uplifting before the holidays. where the more suicides happen
Yeah.
than any other time of the year. So
Come on, little gentleman slave.
yeah. Psychoanalysis.
Oh, I just killed myself with a shield into an exploding frog.
We could talk about could we talk about
What?
what could we talk about that's happy?
We could talk about Munchausen's by proxy. Oh, something else that makes me happy is progeria. Look that up if you're feeling sad and you want to perk yourself up. Do you agree with that? Okay, my students freaked out when I said something about how coleopterids, there are more species of coleopterids than any other, like, animal species there is.
Why do they freak out?
They were like, what the hell are you talking about? Why do you know this shit? But I was talking to a bunch of biology majors. Shouldn't they know that shit? I remember that shit from 7th grade. Coleopterids made a big impression on me.
I actually think that they were shocked that you would know that.
Why?
I don't know.
Beatles, man.
I don't know.
They were a popular band, too. They're important in 2 ways.
I had students
And
that
a popular car.
do that to me too. Like we were talking about legalism and ancient Chinese thought, which I don't specialize in, and one girl goes, it's like that guy from Les Miserables, like who basically like can't catch the main character, and I was like, are you talking about Javert? And she
there are
was
only
like,
2 characters that are worth remembering.
no, there's Cosette. And
There's a
couple of them. I don't know. I was like, are you talking about Javert, the police officer? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, and he's after, and I was like, Jean Valjean? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, and she's like, and he can't stand legalism. I was like, doesn't he commit suicide at the end? And she goes, yes, he does. And then I had 2 of my students just, like, they started talking, and they, like, held their hands out, and they're like, what the fuck?
They're like, how do you know all this shit? And what does it have to do with Chinese thought?
It doesn't. And I was like, well, let's not, like, talk about a text that probably everybody doesn't know. But, like, it was like they were, like, they look at you like you're a wizard.
Yeah.
If you have any...
and the real
if you have any knowledge that's associated with, like...
You're just a little older than they are.
Yeah, really, it's just because of that. Like, honestly, it's just because I read it for 2 weeks straight in high school and I got bored.
Yeah. I shouldn't have done this.
I decided I was, like, gonna read, like, the classics that lasted for about 2 weeks.
Really?
No, it lasted a little longer, but, like, I was like, I should really read War and Peace. I should read Les Miserables.
I've been in the mood to read the entirety of the Brothers Karamazov so many times, and I don't think I ever get past page 54. I'm like,
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, well, I know it's a good one. I'm not saying it's dumb or it's bad or it's uninteresting. Oh, fuck you. Let's solve this problem.
I mean, the truth is, it's really, like, I mean, it's not like you're like, I'm gonna read this big philosophical treatise. Like, there are things going on that keep you...
I get it. There's intrigue.
You want to keep reading.
I'm not saying it's boring. I'm just saying by the time they got through his entire family, at the end of page 50...
Yeah?
Like, I mean, I won't spoil anything, but, like, Jesus Christ.
With the Brothers Karamazov?
Yeah. It's just like a bunch of Russian names and, like...
That's true.
Oh, God. We're down to 1 HP.
Oh, there's a lot of subtlety.
I didn't say there was no subtlety.
I mean, in describing the characters.
I didn't say that there was no subtlety in describing the characters.
And then there's more subtlety when they're, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wait for this guy to turn around and...
Okay.
Super, stealth past him.
Okay. And then the way they sort of gradually change.
Yeah. I didn't say that the book was bad. Oh, shit.
The character's, like, the best part.
Oh, God, the boom. Harangue.
I actually think the Alyosha is sort of boring. Though.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably people don't know what we're talking about.
That's okay.
Go to Cliff Notes. Go to Spark Notes.
That's really all you need, right?
Right.
Just read the Grand Inquisitor chapter out of context.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Grand Inquisitor, honestly, Grand Inquisitor is, like,
it's pretty
awesome.
Good. It's a tour
awesome.
de force. I would highly recommend it.
It's only like 20 pages. It's awesome.
I read Antigone for the first time in graduate school. Actually, I hadn't read it before that. And then the professor goes, what did you think about it? And I was like, what, you want me to, like, explain what I thought of, like, a Western classic the first time I read it? I read it? I was just like, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. I didn't know what to say. And that sucks because
I thought you said I think it'll stand the
yeah,
test
yeah.
of time.
I think it'll stand the test of time. He seemed to appreciate that answer, but I'm not sure it was adequate. I fucking took the dog to the exit instead of taking him to the... I know, it was a mistake. It's okay. These things happen. $5.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. We got a dark level. We got chimpanzees jumping on us. You know, everything sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Yeah.
We just jumped on that man.
But since we only seem to attract commenters that like intellectual stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, good and bad. I would highly recommend Brothers Karamazov.
Look at this anus.
Because it's awesome. Because Christ gets, like, I don't know, put in prison.
I thought you were going to say comeuppance. So
During...
it's like, that kind of happened in the original story.
Yeah, in the original story, too. But he gets put...
Look at this shitty shit.
He gets put in prison by, like, the Grand Inquisitor in such a way that, like...
Jeez, spoiler alert.
What? Come on, it's not like it's like...
My feet are caught around the headphone cord.
It's not a spoiler if it's a fucking classic. How many... like, seriously, how many times do we have to have this conversation about what time period must elapse? This is, like, written, like, what, 19th century?
Yeah.
What do you mean, spoiler alert? It's not a spoiler.
Some people may not have read it.
It doesn't matter.
They may want to be surprised when they read it.
Am I not allowed to talk about anything ever? Just because of the fact that some people decide that, like, I spoil things? I mean, 2 weeks is one thing for a television show. A couple 100 years is another for a book.
Yeah, I guess it's about time they should have read it.
I mean, I don't care if they haven't read it. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't.
Well, are you gonna give Lady Shatley, what's that book called? Lover?
Lady Shatterley's...
Shatterley's Lover?
Shatterley's
What's
Lover.
That? Is that porn book?
That's, D.H. Lawrence.
Is that porn?
Pretty much. Kinda, yeah.
Who would have thought at one point in time someone was like, hey, I've got this idea. Porn. Oh, God. Why did I think that was a good idea? That crate is just... We're not getting it.
How do you think people dealt with, you know...
Sex?
No,
Are you having trouble saying it?
No.
Ah! Oh!
Oh my god. It's probably because you said it.
I said the word sex and then was immediately impaled.
I wasn't going to say that. I was just curious, like...
You were thinking it.
No, I wasn't.
I was thinking it.
Well, obviously. Obviously you were thinking about it.
I was penetrated.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Nothing. I just can't go from a psychoanalysis class to, like...
Well, sorry I had to rate that Amnesia video rated R, 18 and older or whatever. There was definitely a dead man's penis in it.
I can deal with it. I
didn't say you couldn't. You're also over the age of 17. I just don't want to get banned by YouTube.
I know.
Be like, oh, he gets banned because he showed a picture of a man's dick in a video, in a horror video game. That's not the way I want to go. I would say, like, Switch.
Even though YouTube is pretty much like... I don't know what the deal is. I'm sure all of you saw at the top of Reddit that guy that was just like...
Kept talking about Barack Obama, Jesus Christ, and Adolf Hitler posting penises and swastikas all over his page.
That was the funniest thing ever.
I understand that guy, man. YouTube comments lately have sucked the big one.
We can't comment back.
Yeah, like, sometimes I can comment back on what you guys are saying, and sometimes I just can't. Like, I can't figure it out. I'm sure there's a logic to it, but by golly, I'm not going to read the instructions.
I don't think there's a logic to it.
Okay, we're spinning a rope to get this without risking
This guy was so... Just check Reddit. Like, this guy was so... Oh, well, when we post this, it may not be relevant anymore.
That's... Well, it could be. But anyway, I don't know if they'll be able to find it on Reddit.
The poor guy was just like...
a little overweight.
Like, you gotta... I didn't say that. You have to fix this, Google. Like, I don't want to interrupt your vision of things, but the way that I see... I'm not a supporter of your vision. If what you're trying to tell me is that basically people can make, you know, as many accounts as they want that say Barack Obama, Adolf Hitler, and, I don't know.
Jesus Christ. What's the other one?
Jesus
God
Christ.
Damn it, I just got hit by a bunch of stuff I shouldn't
And
have.
then they write...
Nasty things.
Nasty things and or novels on my comments. And they would have put the whole of Star Wars script.
Listen, if that's your vision of things.
I don't want to interfere with that,
His name
but
is like Boogie something.
I just don't agree.
That guy was awesome.
I don't agree. And he was so frustrated. His hands kept going to his head. He was just like, oh God, I can't take it.
YouTube's
like,
divisive, man.
And he was
just like Magic the Gathering online.
Oh, I know, but like, yeah. But he was like, I can't take it. He's like, I just can't keep deleting comments by Adolf Hitler only to have him make another account.
If you guys want Adolf Hitler to be a mainstay of your YouTube experience, then by all means, go right ahead. I don't want to, if that's your vision, that's your vision, but...
I can't take it anymore.
I like this logic.
He was like, this may be the death of my channel.
He seemed very sad about that part.
He actually did.
He was getting borderline emotional.
He was.
He looked like he was going to cry.
I kind of felt bad for him.
Yeah, because he's a man and he was going to cry, right? That's not supposed to happen in this world.
No, because it was obviously the case. He was just very sad over the loss of something that seemed important to him.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But regardless, it was just like, everything he brought up it was just... It was so true and super funny simultaneously. Well, that was close.
I'll say it was. Let's see if this works.
You're gonna block your... Okay.
That's just another fucking teleporter? Jesus Christ.
Don't get it. Okay. Yeah. So, it was a funny YouTube video to watch.
I would have been as good had he been underweight or less overweight. I mean, I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
I wasn't honestly thinking that. I actually think it would have been just as funny. It was the utter despair over the fact that indeed like YouTube had done this horrible thing. It was just like
I like that
like
guy.
I love the way he was like, I'm not trying to be judgmental here. I'm just telling you that Jesus Christ keeps posting
penises swastikas. I like how he kept saying that.
Oh my YouTube
Nice
channel.
snort.
And he goes, everybody keeps upvoting comments that are
No, it says that, like, the way it's set up now is that whoever gets the most replies gets voted up to the top, and so the people who post the most hate-filled comments end up getting voted up to the top because,
people are white knighting
people are replying, and, white knighting or whatever.
Yeah. So, like, it's this very, and he was just like, it's so, I have to go, and like, look at these comments, and then,
holy fuck.
And they're incredibly mean, and he's like, and I
have to look through all of them and delete them manually.
Yeah,
anyway,
delete them manually. Oh my god, poor guy.
I guess this is sort of a, first world problem, I'm not sure, but...
It's a first world problem.
Yeah.
It's definitely a first world problem.
I'm actually nervous that there's just going to be gold bars here.
I've actually heard that Google's trying to cure cancer.
That would be nice of them.
It would be.
They're really like a benevolent dictator at this point. 1984 will happen in 2084 when the Google president decides to do something.
I think he'll be dead by then. But like,
Well, I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about me being dead. Plus, I won't be dead because
Not
Google
you.
will have killed cancer.
Not you.
No one will have died.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that I misspoke when I said I've heard that they are trying to cure cancer. They're actually putting money into extending life indefinitely because.
Oh yeah, they're doing that like post-humanist stuff.
Yeah, because curing cancer would only actually add, on average, to most people's lives 3 years. Now that's a kind of misleading statistic because there are people who die of cancer when they're 50.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously they're averaging things together. But, so apparently that wasn't ambitious enough for them. So what they've decided to do is actually invest in some sort of post-humanism project of sorts, where it increases the longevity of life and or prevents death altogether. Which in my mind is like, I'm pretty open-minded about these sorts of things.
Yeah, I don't really think that's like... an unholy thing in front of the eyes of God or anything like that.
No, I don't either. It's just that, it's kind of like telling your kid that they can do anything, right?
It's the right thing to do.
No, it's not, because the truth is your kid is gonna, like have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and they're gonna break their hearts, and there are gonna be times where the kid is, like, probably in poverty, and, you don't...
Yeah!
don't really, like, you're, like,
Fuck,
trying
I missed him.
to allow them to make their own way, and your kid will eventually die. I mean, that's just, it probably will happen.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah. They'll have a headache. They'll throw up. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Did you guys see that set of awesome plays I just made to get the Coppola?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Good.
Google is kind of doing the thing that the parents doing when they're saying, like, you can do whatever you want. It's like that Louie episode where, like, she's like, oh,
No, that's
and
not
by the
true.
way,
Oh,
yeah, that kid never. She goes, I never say no to him. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
That's like the best Louie episode ever. Oh my god. If you guys, is this a spoiler to say this?
No. Comedies don't count for spoilers.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll just put that arbitrary
Yeah, this
rule
isn't
in too.
Inception we're dealing with here.
Okay. I didn't even understand Inception. It was layer upon layer upon
There was
layer.
nothing difficult about it.
You're right, because there's just a bunch of layered stuff. And I was just like, I get it. Yes.
They were actually gonna call the movie Layer Cake, but they decided that that was stupid.
Like, I was like, I get it. A dream within a dream. Yeah.
I don't think you get it at all. It's the most profound thing that's happened since the Bible.
No, honestly, it's not.
It was like a cool action movie.
No, it's a cool concept. It had to be made into an action movie because the concept probably got old because once people started
that guy tried to throw me.
once people started understanding the concept, then all of a sudden it got boring.
No, the boring part was the action part near the end.
That's fine.
Where...
That's fine.
Oh my fuck.
So it was improperly executed. And also the characterization I didn't think was that good.
You didn't think Ellen Page was a compelling character?
No. I mean, feel free to disagree with me. I don't care. But like it didn't grip me.
Oh, come on, guy, die! Oh, yeah, Ron Swanson, yet he just died.
Yeah.
Nice,
Anyway,
he did it.
yeah.
That was pretty sweet, if
Yeah.
you ask me.
But anyway, I have a lot more invested in like characterization and people being like thickly.
Like girl stuff?
No, because girl stuff, like when you think about a chick flick, it's very superficial.
Yeah.
It's not girl stuff at all.
Okay, can I tell you what I didn't
I'm talking
like
about
Inception?
I'm talking about Alyosha and you know, like.
You just said you thought he was boring.
Well, okay, I'm talking about actually.
Are you taking back your words? Are you a flip-flopper like John Kerry?
No, I'm talking about Grand Inquisitor. I'm talking about Ivan Karamazov.
You're saying
Like-
he's a flip-flopper?
No, I'm saying he's awesome.
Yeah.
So that I mean, all I'm saying is that characterization is really important to me. So when I
Okay.
was talking about the first 50 pages being being about characterizing people, like, and you were like, it's so boring. I don't actually agree.
Yeah.
But
It was just talking about the rumors about the Karamazov family. They're an alcoholic patriarch.
that's why it's interesting.
Okay.
I just think it's fascinating. Family dynamics are fascinating.
This is gonna be fun.
But
There we go.
so Inception.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Whoa!
So Inception, good concept, good idea. I don't think.
Last action scene shouldn't have just been a gun chase with snowboards or snowmobiles. That sucked.
And then the line where it was like, "No, my real wife was actually. You're just a pale version of my real life or my real wife." And I was just like,
Oh, fucking get out of this.
I was thinking to myself, you know,
Like that.
you're just.
Ah!
Oh.
I saw that. It was like slow motion too. I was jumping over there, so mommy walked in a tiki trap. That's it. This episode is way too long.
I agree.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.